guys, so yeah, welcome to the channel. So in this video we'll be drafting a scissors asymmetric neckline. Okay, it's gonna be a cupped bustier. Okay, it's gonna be a cupped bustier. So if this sounds like what you're interested in, then let's stick around with me to the end of this video. Okay, so here with me here, as usual, we have our basic bodice pattern. Okay, we have our basic bodice pattern, and you can also make it into a full, like the picture showing on the screen has the full a kind of a full blouse cupped bustier. Okay, but this I'm going to be illustrating how the scissors kind of the scissors neckline with the cupped bustier is done. Okay, so with the knowledge of this one, you can create any scissors cupped bustier. Okay, any scissors neckline cupped bustier. Okay, so here is my basic bodice pattern, here is my front pattern, and here is my back pattern. Okay, so when you're cutting an asymmetric neckline, you have to you have to put fold your paper. Okay, you have to put your paper, your front pattern on fold like this. Okay, so I've already folded it into two and I drafted everything. So in case you are still confused on how I went about drafting this, I'll leave the link in the description box on how to draft a basic bodice pattern. Okay, and I've already gone ahead to do my underbust contouring. Okay, I have lots of video on my channel where I talked about different methods where you can actually use to contour your underbust. Okay, so without much ado, let's delve straight into the main topic of today. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I am going to open my pattern. I've already gone ahead to transfer this. Okay, I've already gone ahead to transfer the pattern, to transfer this to the other side. Okay, so I am going to be opening it up like so. So I'll keep my back aside. The back is just the same way we draft our back body, so I'll keep my back aside and let's work on the front. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is this. I am going to cut out. Okay, let's cut it out to have just a single piece. Okay, so guys, we have to determine the cleavage. Okay, so after cutting it out, we have to determine the cleavage length. That is how exposed you want it to be. Okay, so before we do that, I am going to take what I have here. Okay, the shoulder line, I'll measure what I have here and divide it into two like so, and divide it into two. Then I will make a connection to the I'll make a connection to the bust point like so. Okay, I'll make a connection to the bust point. So after doing this, what I'm going to do next is this: to determine our cleavage length. Okay, to determine your cleavage length, I'm going to take let's say 7 inches. Okay, 7 inches is okay. Okay, so that's 7 inches, and I'll come down for the center front here. I'll come down by 8 inches. Okay, so depending on what you are comfortable with, so I'll make my connection like this. Okay, I'll make my connection like this, then I'll connect it to the armhole. Now this is going to be a sleeveless top. Okay, so if you're working with a sleeveless top, if your actual armhole length, okay, your chest line is 7.5, you're going to be removing half inch. Okay, that is making 7. So that means your shoulder to your armhole length now is your armhole length will be 7 inches. This is to be able, this is done to be able to prevent your boobs, okay, from being exposed. Okay, but if you are still comfortable leaving your armhole length like that, then it's fine. Okay, so I am going to be connecting this to the armhole like so. Okay, so once this is done like this, I will trace it out so that I will have this marking on the other side. Okay, so I'll trace it out like so, and so I don't have a tracing wheel at the moment. Okay, I'll trace it out like so. Okay, and remember we've not closed our bust darts, and I'll open it up. Okay, it's not showing. Open it up to get the other side of the pattern. Okay, so this is it, guys. So this is it. So the next thing for us to do now is this. Now is to determine the neck depth. Okay, so this three, I took the actual neck depth is 3 inches by 3 inches, but if we leave it like this, is going to choke whosoever will wear the clothes. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is this is 3 by 3 already, so I would increase it. I'll alter it. Okay, I want to increase the neck depth, so I will increase it by 0.75. Okay, so this is done so that it will not choke whosoever is ready. So that means the neck width that I'm taking now is 3.75. Okay, so now I'll take 3 point, I've already taken 3.75. Okay, this is my center front line, right? So I've already taken 3.75. Okay, 3.75 on this, and the neck depth is going to be 4 inches. Okay, so if you do anything less than 4 inches for the neck depth, or 3.5 inches, is going to choke the wearer. Okay, so 4 inches, 3.5 inches is okay. That is 4 inches neck depth. Okay, can go as low as 5 inches. Okay, so but this is the minimum. Okay, 3.5, 4 inches is the minimum that you can go. Okay, so I took 4 inches for the neck depth and 3.75 for the neck width, right? So after doing this, now we can now connect these points together. Okay, so you can now connect from here to here. Okay, you can now connect this, so it will go all the way to this point, or depending on where you want to stop. So I'll take it all the way to this point. Okay, so this is it, guys. Okay, so this is it. So I'll take it all the way to this point here. Okay, so to this point. So here you now enter inside the armhole. I hope you understand what I'm doing. Okay, I hope you understand. So here you will now enter inside the armhole. So the next thing for me to do now is I'm going to be closing. I'll close my bust dart. Okay, that means I'll open up the waist dart. Okay, I'll open up the waist dart, open up the waist dart like so. Okay, and we are going to be closing, and we are going to be closing the dart like so. Okay, sorry guys, so I thought this was actually recording, so it wasn't recording, so I have to go all over it again. Okay, so to create this other style line here, so what I did is, you go from the center front line. This is the center front line. Okay, so from your center front line, you are going to go in by 0.75. Okay, you go in from the center front line to this part by 0.75, right? So you now connect the 0.75 line. You're going to be connecting the 0 point, you're going to be connecting from this shoulder tip now to your 0.75 line. Okay, so this was what I did. Sorry, my camera didn't capture this when I was explaining this initially. Okay, so this is the 0 point. So we've already created the scissors neckline. So this part is going off. Okay, so this part is going off already. So this part is going off and this part is going off. So let me cut it out for you guys so that you can actually see how it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting it like this. So guys, okay, so I am going to be cutting this out. I am going to be cutting this out like so. Okay, I'm going to be cutting this out, and we'll be cutting this out as well. Okay, so this is the asymmetric. Okay, so this is how is gonna look like. Okay, so this is how it's going to be. So the next thing for us to do now, we've successfully, so what you're going to do now is to label it. This is up, this is down. Okay, so this is the neckline, this is the down part. So you label it so that you not mix it up at the end of the day. So I'll keep this aside now. Then we'll fold this to create our cup. Okay, we're going to be folding. Let's create the cup. Okay, so I've already folded my paper into two like so. So what I'm going to do now is, at this point, I'm going to be going in here by half of an inch. Okay, so that half of an inch, just like the way we create our we often create our bust, our cupped bustier. Okay, so I'll just make a connection like this. Okay, so after making a connection like this is my under bust line. So I'll take my curve and connect it like so. Okay, I'll take my curve and connect it. This is the under bust line, so you connect it to your under bust line. Now at the side seam here, okay, on the side seam here, I am going to be coming in here by, let's say, one. You can come in here by 1 or 0.75. So I'll be coming in here by 1/inch. Then that 1 inch, I'll make a connection. I'll connect that 1 inch down to the bust point. Then I will take my curve now and take it this way. Okay, you should rest on that 1 inch line that you drew, and you make your connection like this. Okay, so our cup is almost ready. Now it will avoid any form of gaping. Okay, you might experience gaping. To avoid any form of gaping around this side, okay, I am going to be taking half inch. Okay, half inch. Okay, to avoid any form of gap around that side. So I'll take half inch and connect it like so. Okay, this is to avoid any form of gap around that area there. So once this is done, we can now go ahead to cut out. This is, I'm going to be cutting out like so. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting out like this. So remember, we've already taken out half. I this to prevent any form of gaping around the chest area. So I'll cut it out like so. Okay, I'll cut it out like so. Cut this out. Okay, and cut it out this way, and I'll cut my cup here out as well. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Okay, so please guys, give me a thumbs up, drop your comments, and turn on your notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. Okay, so here is the front, here is the side, here is this point here. Okay, so let me just put it together so that you guys can actually see how it looks like. So here is, okay, now there's a sharp point here. Okay, so here is for this part. Okay, here is this, here is for this part as well. So you're going to be coupling everything together and join. So this is it, guys. This is it, and here is the neckline. Okay, here is the neckline. And for the back, just a little alteration for the back. Remember, we altered the neck width by 3.75. Okay, so you're going to be effecting that back neckline. So 3.75 for the neckline. Okay, so 3.75, just so you the 3.75. So I'm going to be connecting depending on how low you want your neckline for the back to be. Then I'm going to be cutting it out. Okay, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.